What's up, YouTube? No, you haven't seen this face in like 3 weeks. Been busy. Anyway, Garrett Crawford from Team Noble Rabbit coming at you with a topic discussion that I think I'm going to start doing at least once a week now, or make it every Thursday night or Thursday or whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, the first topic I'm going to start doing is decks for the future. There's one deck right now that particularly has my eye. It's not Mermail. Fucking look, I can spam out a bunch of Sea Serpents. No, it's not that. It's not support to the other decks that just came out, like like Spellbook and other shit like that. Its actual deck is called Evil Swarm. Evil Swarm is a archetype that the whole storyline thing for him is kind of like Steel Swarm. They are the infested versions of other cards that were either, that are in the game. There are some certain cards that I want to bring up. Mainly, you're going to run Rescue Rabbit in this deck because it does have a vanilla for it, and the vanilla is actually 1950 attack, so it's a pretty strong vanilla. Can get over Thunder King, no problem. Stuff like that. Hold on, let me scroll up here. Okay, the first one I want to talk about is Evil Swarm Caster. Evil Swarm Caster is level 4, which most of these guys are level 4. They're rank 4 base deck. Caster is originally Consular Pollux. So if you know Consular Pollux, you know this card. When he's normal summoned, you can do an additional normal summoner set the turn you activate, or the turn he's normal summoned. So pretty much, if you got 3 of these in your hand, you have an instant Shockmaster first turn, and your opponent can't drop Maxi to it really, because you're not special summoning, unless he drops it right before, whatever. Another one that's pretty much one of the main ones. I'm just going through all the main ones that you actually play in the deck. Spell and trap lineup, and whatever else you want to run is your choice. Evil Swarm Heliotrope is your vanilla. In the story, the whole archetype thing. It used to be Gem Knight Emerald. So there you go, 1950 attack for that. Let's see. Evil Swarm Mandrago used to be Naturia Cosmobeat. Evil Swarm Mandrago is a really busted ass card for this archetype. Pretty much, if you control more monsters than me, he's like a Cyber Dragon, so special summon. If you have 2, you can special summon out 2, and then finally get onto your play and whatnot. So he's really good in that sense for really pushing for exceeds and stuff like that. So Caster, Mandrago are your main ones that you're going to be exceeding with most of the time, and Heliotrope because you're running the Rescue Rabbits. The next one is going to be Evil Swarm Salamandra. He used to be Drac Titano. He's got pretty much the same similar effect as Drac Titano. Pretty much, if you banish up to 2, you can banish up to twice per turn. He gains 300 attack for each, so that puts him at, I think, he's 1850, so that'd put him at a 2450 boost. So level 4 with a 2450, that practically is a 2450. That's really good. That's almost too good. You can get over, Dolkos with just, I guess if the Dolkos got detachments, but still, you can beat over some stuff with that. Like most wind-up cards, they're like 2100 to 2400, most of the time, whatever. The next one, and this is like my favorite one because he just floats around the field forever. Evil Swarm Thunderbird, which used to be Mist Valley Thunderbird. Now, if you know the effects of Mist Valley Thunderbird, when a card effect activates, you can bounce a Mist Valley card back to your hand, and that's pretty much it. But Thunderbird is kind of like a Rescue Rabbit, or not a Rescue Rabbit, a Wind-Up Rabbit for Evil Swarms. When a card effect activates, you can banish him and then bring him back your next standby phase. It's not a summon, so it's practically just like Wind-Up Rabbit. And the cool thing about him is he gets a 300 attack bonus. So 300 attack bonus on top of that, 1950 swinger that can dodge in and out of D-prisons and stuff like that. Now, there is a question that I'm not quite sure about with his effect is, does he keep on gaining that 300 attack bonus every time you banish. So if somebody could look that up for me, I haven't found anything on it yet, and my friends are all kind of wondering what it is. So am I. That's pretty much it for the regular monsters you run in the deck. You run Tour Guides, you run Rescue Rabbit, you can run, Sabersaurus with this because you have Rescue Rabbit. You can go for that one Logi or one Dolka to help you push for something. The Exceeds is what blows my mind away most of the time, because the Exceeds are just... I don't even know what Konami's thinking with this, really. I don't. I don't know where they're trying to go with these, but the first one is Evil Swarm Bahamut. I think that's how you say it. It used to be Brionac. So, 2 level 4 Evil Swarm, which they say Ice Swarm, so I guess Still Swarm, Evil Swarm, doesn't matter. Once per turn, you can attach 1 XYZ material from this card to target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, discard 1 Ice Swarm monster, and if you do, take control of that opponent's monster. So, a big eye that you can essentially make without having to get max seed and still swing with 2350 beater. That's pretty good. Not quite 2600 big eye, but still you can attack again. That's just dumb. Evil Swarm Ophion, best one out of them all, honestly. While this card is face up on the field with XYZ materials, neither player can special summon a level 5 or higher monster. Once per turn, you can attach 1 XYZ material from this card to add 1 Infestation, Spell, or Trap card from your deck to your hand. Nobody really cares about the second part unless they actually are running those cards in it. But most of the time, you're not really running those cards in the deck. So, the first part itself just says it all. You shut down so many and he's a 2550, so you shut down most decks with this guy. They can't drop Gores, they can't drop Trag. You're playing Agents, no Christia, no Hyperion. You're playing Dark World, no Graphas. Sure, they can pop it, but game 2, if you're siding in right, you have nothing to worry about. What else? Chaos Dragons get completely wrecked by this guy. Heretics, from me testing, Heretics and Chaos Dragons, if I see they're playing that and I pop this guy out first, run over their Light Pulsar that they already have on the field, game. They have nothing. They don't have anything else to get over my monster. All they have is Dark Hole, and if you're running Lances in your build, man, you're good to go. The next one, I love this card too, because I love this whole archetype just because of the thought of they're stealing other cards and just making them more broke. Ophion, by the way, is Gungear, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. And the next one is Trishula. Evil Swarm Ouroboros is his name, actually. 3 level 4 monsters, so he's like a Shockmaster. Target one, you can either detach to activate one of these effects. You can only use once while facing on the field. Target 1 card your opponent controls, return that target to hand. Send 1 random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. Target 1 card in your opponent's graveyard, banish that target. So, he's very versatile in many aspects. He's also a 2750 beater, so, woot woot. That's pretty much it for all the Evil Swarms in this deck. I'm running a Dino Rabbit variant of the deck. I think it's coming along great. Tell me what you guys think of what I've told you. I know I can't really show you visuals. If you want to check it out, go on Dueling Network. Just type in Evil Swarm. It'll bring up all the cards. You can make your own deck out of it. I honestly want to see different versions of this. The Dino Rabbit version that I've seen so far is the best one, but there could be more. But anyway, Garrett Crawford from Team Noble Rabbit signing out.